Hello, everybody. Right, just getting myself set up. Hope you're all well, and we'll get into some live stuff in a minute. Got a little story for you guys. Got a story for the pod. If you're pod listeners on Friday, I've got to leave it till Friday. Had an absolute beauty today. Watch. We'll explain why I'm a little bit all over the shop now. Right, let's get. I just need that over there. I need you there. Hope you're all well. Let's say some hellos while I'm fannying around. Hello to Port Markets. Harry Monk, hello. Early goal at Everton. We've turned Everton into Brazil. Let them beat us. Fill your boots. Ike Alan Campbell. Hello, mate. Hope you're well. Darren Willis. Hello. Hope you're okay. Paul Hill. Imri. Hello. Jim Stanton. AG. Patrick. Hello. David. Hello. John C. David Cass. Yorgin. Philip Towler. Hello. Tony Oni. Trademark. Gerard Gray. Hello. Coraine. Sam, hello. Ken, hello. Damo, hello. Mark, hello. Stu B, hello. Suggsy's there. Rob, Neil, and Jason. Suggsy's the only one who had to ask the time of this. The rest of you were able to work it out because I didn't put the time in the newsletter. Well, Millwall 1, QPR 1 in 3 minutes. There you go. Right, let's get this show ready to rock and roll. He says. We're going to be using the in-play tool. I'm going to talk you through some bits. I've also got some games that I pulled out to keep an eye on before, which I'm just going to dig out now. Nice to be all over the shop, isn't it? Dortmund goal, if anybody's on that game. First half goal, I was. That's Andy. That's Andy. Which one do I want? General, hoping that they make it a Monday without selling. What's his name? Watkins to Arsenal. Right, let's get this show on the road. Let's share a screen with you. Let's share this one here. Where is it? That one. Chris Wood. No, 7 they picked, didn't they, today, Forest? Unbelievable, Jeff. Right, let's go share. Right, so you can see this. So these are the 3 games that I've pulled out, which are Dundee, Atalanta, and Union Berlin. If I just clear that filter and put the actual system up first, so do that. These names, these markets, if I just double click that, it will show you what these markets are. Laying under 2.5, laying under 1.5. Laying under 0.5 first half goals and backing over 1.5 first half goals. See it profitable in every market. If you put all those together, it's won 138 points. It is based on a strong first half XG within XG brackets, within odds brackets. So my stuff does all that in the morning. And then what I do in the day is I run the scan and then I get a list of pre-match ones, and the pre-match ones today are Dundee, Atalanta, and Union Berlin. The odds have to move in for over 2.5 back, and I can tell you that the odds for Dundee, he says now, I'm certain did move in for over 2.5 back. I'll just double check that. I'm almost certain that they did. Dundee United. Oh no, Dundee mustn't say that. Must have flipping it. Will upset the troops there, won't we? Saying Dundee and Dundee United. I do believe they did move in. Yes, they did. So Dundee Hearts. So that is a game there where you could back over 2.5 now. For me, I'm going to wait to sort of 15-20 minutes, start dripping a first half goal, maybe first half 1.5 with 0.5 cover. We'll see what the odds are. And then if it was 0-0 at half time, I'd look at 2 goals ahead in the second half. But that is a nice strong one. I'm going to stop that share now. So if you want to just make a note of that, we'll revisit that in a minute. I'm going to get up. Got so many sheets open today. Busy boy. Right. So in play tool wise, which we'll switch to in a minute. What I've done here is go through and mark. Let's make it a bit bigger for you. Mark all the games where over 2.5 is shortened up. Obviously, these ones up here are finished, but we're up to, we look at the 2:30 kickoffs where we can include the Udinese game, which is 0-0, 2-0 Leicester. We've changed them. 2-0 Bayern Munich. I mean, you won't get much value there, but the other games, Heidenheim, St. Pauli in Germany, and then kicking off now, we've got quite a few here. Charleroi, Leeds, Portsmouth, Sheffield Wednesday, Blackpool, Crawley, Everton, Ipswich, Dundee, St Mirren. So they are the games I'm going to focus on in the in-play tool. And I'm going to bring that up now for you. So let me just get that up there. Present. Hi, Zibby. Here's green. That one there. No, I'll take myself out of it for the minute, so you've got it bigger. There you go. And you can't see me faffing around while I just get myself ready. Udinese have scored, Leeds have scored. It's all going, they're all going off. Right. So we can see there, hopefully you can see that. What have we got? We've got a Heidenheim was one. Let's have a look at the numbers behind that game. So, yeah, 5-6 minutes to go. I won't be touching that. There's a little bit of value for another one, perhaps at Heidenheim. But let's get up into these games. Leeds have scored. Where's Leeds? Where is Leeds? Oh, down bottom. Leeds 101, 106. Nothing of any interest. Portsmouth. Charleroi have just scored. Venezia, the best kit design in Europe. Well, other than the Spurs, of course. You do make some sweeping statements, Sam. You look like a sweeping statement, son. All right, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to mark off the games on here because we've got this new feature. I'm going to mark off the games where the price is shortened. I'm not going to include. Clear all the filters first. I'm not going to include Bayern Munich because you can see you get next to nothing there. St. Pauli, yes. And then into the English games, Sheffield Wednesday, Leeds, Portsmouth, Blackpool, Crawley, Blackpool. Everton 2-0 already, so I doubt we'll be seeing much there. Where are they? Yeah, but I'll leave off. You can see already 2-0 up in 10 minutes. We don't get many instances of that. So again, this just recreates match scenarios in that profile for those who are first. Ipswich are there. Dundee and St Mirren. And then I can go here. Filters selected is true. And that only shows me the games. So now all I've got on the screen here are games where the over 2.5 was backed in during the game. Somehow Millwall has stayed there. I don't know whether the headmaster's in. I don't know why that's there. That shouldn't be there. Filters selected is true. Okay. You can see the selected is true, but it's not at Millwall for some reason. But there we go. The headmaster can sort that one out. So Dortmund, there's values for more goals, so we'll keep an eye on that in the second hand, as in St. Pauli at the moment. You can see that. We'll see what happens. Millwall, we should be ignoring. There's nothing at Sheffield and at Blackpool. There's value for goals coming up at Burnley, Portsmouth Burnley, value for goals at St Mirren, not at Ipswich, value for another goal at Leeds Cardiff, but we'll keep an eye, so we can just keep an eye on these. And remember that I've given you Dundee as well, and that is currently 10 minutes in Dundee Hearts. Right, now we're good to go. Udinese have got another one. All of a sudden, they found their scoring boots. I think I've got a bet on over 2.5 in that game, so let's hope they get another one. Hi, Nick. Hope you're well. I've got your email, Nick. I will answer that next week. But yeah, for those of you who like it when I cock up, you want to be listening to the podcast next Friday, isn't it? So this is a beauty. I had an absolute beauty this morning. Hello, Chris. Hope you're well. Right. Sit and wait time. Ask any questions. We'll keep an eye on it. Oh. Nothing in that. You'll now see we've got the first half market, so we've got first half 0.5, but there's nothing in the games that haven't had a goal yet. Those of you who jumped on the goal last night, that is exactly how we came about that goal. Hello, Kerry Blaber. Hello, Martin Wavy. I can't even remember the game last night. Lots happened in that last 12, 15 hours, but whatever game I put a first half goal up in last night in the in-play room. Oh, Mark Manfield, Leeds are it's not good. Not a good time in Wales at the minute, is it? Yeah. Elversberg, wasn't it, last night? There you go. You know, it came to me eventually. So Dundee versus Hearts. I'm going to look at the first half goal markets from about, well, when over 0.5 gets to 2. And that's a different system to the in-play sheet. That's the one I showed at the start of this. So at least it's not raining yet for now. And we'll see if there's any nice little green bits pop up for these in the late first half and second half. Big game in League One. Stockport taking the lead against Leighton Orient. I suppose I should wait for those people watching games on the old Fire Sticks, watching on the Fire Stick, and then complaining that the players don't pay the wages. And then we've got Brentford tomorrow, nailed on. See no players want to come to Spurs now. They're just all turning no. What would we come to that place for? It's very harsh that even homeless decline Spurs kids. It's not very nice at all, really, is it? You go, no word with yourselves. 2-0 Everton, eh? Go above Spurs then. Deary me. I'm running out of teams trying to be able to take the mickey. I'm having to move down into the Championship. I'm having to find the likes of Cardiff to take the mickey out of. See Martin's in. Lincoln playing today. Oh yeah, Wigan. Oh, Lincoln are playing Mark. Oh, it's on FTS Mark versus Martin. Lincoln away to Wigan. Tottenham good for a concert. Very good. Yes. All the stars want to go there. Beyonce, Rolling Stones. That's our signing of the transfer window. The Rolling Stones. Bournemouth Liverpool be a good game. Ipswich Southampton, battle at the bottom. What's your views, Patrick? Have we got Ian Fincham in as well? Have we got both? Have we got Ipswich and Southampton? Plymouth's in. Carl Dennis, who have you got today? Are you playing today? No, can't see you there. steady the ship after the Rooney experiment. Is he in Fincham? We got Ipswich, Southampton in full flow today. Oh, and Dundee Hearts, there's an early goal. There you go. Seeing there's been a goal. Just the new Hearts have taken the lead. So we'll just sit on that one. Have a look and see what happens. It's the nature of the game. Anything less than a 2-0 defeat will be a victory. We'll be playing you in a 6-pointer. I'm not sure we'll get another league point by the time we get to you in April. On a run of fixtures, I can't see us winning tomorrow. And then we got to go away to Bournemouth. We got Chelsea. We got United, City. We'll be playing you in a 6-pointer. You can see the Hearts first half goal market has closed down. If any of you did jump on back in 2.5 at the start, well done. You'll be able to do something with that now or sit on it. Or will it be a 6-pointer if we're already down? That's a valid point. Yeah, it's a fair cop. Charleroi time. So, yeah, for those who can't remember, I haven't been here. The short list I've made, there's basically games that have been, particularly if you're an FTS advanced, you're able to see the morning odds, games where the over 2.5 have been backed in. That is going to be very much my focus forward personally. I'm not saying that drifters don't win, but absolutely overwhelmingly, where the market supports goals makes a massive difference. I'm going to be doing some stuff on that. And those of you who are in the free bets and Telegram room, that shows that as well. I've pretty much shifted my whole betting over the last 18 months, other than ultimate stuff, into where there's that market support. No, don't want to see any ticks. Basically, the sheet gives me an implied odds. So it gives me two brackets. It says what are the implied odds, what are the actual odds. So that sheet I pulled up at the start, if you went back and paused it, you'd see a run of figures on there, and it basically tells me how often things have happened in those odds brackets, in those XG brackets, and then from there it gives me an implied odds, gives me the actual odds in the morning, and basically I want the price to be between those two. So I want it to have shortened from the morning odds, but not gone lower than the implied odds. So no, I mean, what you don't want, if some of them get backed in so much that they lose their value. So I don't look at it and go, Hearts have scored 2. There you go. Told you those games generate goals. And I see Hearts 2. I think I've got an over 2.5 pre-match bet on that. So Hearts and Udinese can get another one. Be handy. And I think I've got an over 2.5 pre-match bet. It's all looking nice. But I'm going to be doing some stuff on this through February, March. I'll be explaining a bit more about this so it all makes sense. Young Sam. But if you just take the general rule, if you want to improve your football trade, and if you want to take the general rule, if you look at games where the goals markets are backed in, you will have a lot more success than if you look at where the goal markets have drifted. Everton 3-0. This is what they did against us. 3-0 up in 20 minutes. I mean, they couldn't score a goal, could they? Oh dear, Coventry are beating Swansea now. Wales are getting battered. They are, Mark, something to smile about. What is going on there at Everton? David Moyes can't make that much difference, surely. Just invite Spurs up, give you a little bit of a lift, a little bit of get a bit of confidence in the team, and then you can run us ragged. How bad does that make Spurs? I was being chalked off the second, third one. How bad does that make Spurs? Look, we went up to Everton and got absolutely battered, and then Leicester come and give us a pasting. Play up the Sky Blues, Coventry, Lampard working his magic. And we'll keep an eye on these. Stone Duke Cato is cancelled. I preferred you when you were cheering that little Southampton goal in Wigan. We'll keep an eye on these second half matches, obviously half time in Germany. So we'll look at these two games as they move in. Hey up, hey up, hey up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I know, yeah. I didn't say anything, Sam, because Pat might be watching it on. He might be watching it on Fire Stick. But the Saints have taken the lead at Ipswich. This would be a get out of jail, wouldn't it? Southampton stayed up. Go on a run of wins. Southampton go 10 unbeaten. Saints fans are probably praying they played us earlier. Seeing how weak your teams. Well, if we could get them in January, we'd have been able to climb up the table. He's serious. Promised his daughter you take her. Well, nothing would surprise me. Can't be cancelled. What do they are? They're about 95, aren't they? Oh, yeah, they have. You're right. See, you book the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, everything goes wrong. Amazing. I'll send Levy into a panic. He's not worried about any signings, but he'll have a major panic if he's lost a few tickets. They couldn't make the dates work. Well, I'll be jigged. We can stop a train. We can stop anything, can't we? Right, let's have a look at some of these. Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday coming up 25 minutes. You'll see there's a little bit of value for first half goals at Sheffield Wednesday Luton. So Sheffield Wednesday Luton. What you could do is you could have a small little drip on the first half 1.5 where there's tremendous value, and then put a little cover bet in on the 0.5. Count Venezia have equalised. Oh, I've got one back. Lovely. Nice. So you could play small the first half goal at Sheffield Wednesday Luton, just coming up 25 minutes. But I would have a little dabble, if you're going to do it, a little dabble on the 1.5 with a little cover on the 0.5. Because you're obviously getting a tremendous little price. Even if the goal goes in, you can leave it if you've covered the 0.5, or you can green it up if you want to, whatever makes you happier. There's no other first half goal value around there. The old Ed Masters in, sort this Millwall game out. Stuttgart, Charleroi, Liverpool still 0-0. So the only one of pure interest at the minute, Sheffield Wednesday Luton. And Hibs have taken the lead. Is Darren in? Hibs are in. Millwall 2-1. Incredible. Millwall find their scoring boots. Aberdeen, incredible. Aberdeen were like the top of the league in Scotland, weren't they? About 3 months in. Now they can't win a game of football. Millwall QPR's got a complete malfunction now here. It's the fact that Millwall are caught scoring goals. Just throwing my throwing all our systems out. I can't get no satisfaction. I don't have any Brentford fans on FTS, thankfully. I've seen a Bees fan. And then we'll look at these. It's looking like going to be nice value at Dortmund for 2 ahead. And St. Pauli. Keep a little eye on them when they kick off. Some lovely little value, in fact. Luton will be looking for the old new manager bounce. Rashford to Villa. Is he going to Villa, is he? If he goes to Villa, then they'll clear the decks for Watkins to go to. Yes. Sam's best friend is neighbours to Ollie Watkins' mum. So if he does go to the arse, we'll pop down and stay with him, and I'll have a word with his mum, and we'll get him to start missing. Penalty to Liverpool, is it? Give them a little bit more help to win the league and get the old Arsenal conspiracy theorists going. Penalty to Liverpool. That sort of flurry of early goals all going in, and it's all just settled down a bit. Right, Unit 2 that was Sir Harry scored. Yeah, of course he is. Of course he is. Go on, Sir Harry. Lee's asked, when I'm looking for two ahead, am I showing for both market? Yes, I do. I do, Lee. That's certainly how I'm operating at the minute. Obviously, as we build more data up, but that's what I do at the moment. I like to see, obviously, value from both markets, value for 2 goals, but value for just the one. So you can see, like the Portsmouth Burnley game's a prime example. There you've got small value for 1 goal, but not for 2. St Mirren and St Johnstone, we've got value coming up in the second half. Hoffenheim, Dortmund, Pauli, Augsburg. So they'll be where I look. Hearts Dundee, I mentioned earlier. I think you guys can see that. I'm just gonna... The other 2 games from that Hearts Dundee system were at Atlanta and Union Berlin. So if you wanted to make a note of them for later, Atlanta and Union Berlin, they're games where if it was sort of 0-0, 20 minutes, you could start trading goals, be it 1.5 and then remove your liability on a goal, or first half 1.5, cover 0.5, revisit it half time. That's the 2 strategies I tend to use with those. So at Atlanta and Union Berlin, the Dundee game is obviously 2 early goals. We'll just see if anything pops up here, but I wouldn't think so. And there has been a goal at Sheffield Wednesday. It is Luton Town 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. So if you got on that game, now you are in a lovely little position. You can either green up, if you're in the 0.5, you won that, you can green up your other one, you can remove liability, or you can sit and wait for the full beans. or a chance of the full beans at odds of 9 upwards. I do play 2 ahead on any XG now, Greg. Obviously, when we were running it manually on the sheet, I couldn't calculate every game. I just wouldn't have time. But this does it all for us because it's all doing it in a split second. So this looks at home odds band over 2.5 odds band. So I've got those checked at the top, and the XG and the score. So it's running all that every 15 seconds and updating for us. So yeah, that's why I open. It just opens a load more doors for you. And Ipswich have equalised, Patrick. I'm afraid you've scored a goal, but you've let one in. So lovely. I love these Sheffield Wednesday Luton. See, that is beautiful. You get in about 9 above, and then you can you got a nice 15 minutes. It's like gone in early enough. You got a nice 15 minutes for the full beans. I got matched on the 1.5 at 1.09. Oh, what? To trade out, to get out? You've not backed it at 1.09, surely. You might be down as a laid. Ah, right, I'm with you. Sorry, son. Oh, just remember the next time we have a London drink. That's all you got to remember, son. Just remember these moments. I saw your little thumbs up Elversberg last night, so you had a few quid there. So put a few quid behind the bar. See, I'll back those. I don't lay them, that's why. We might have you down as a demo tester, Greg, actually. I think you might be on the list. Two packets of hot cross buns. I lost a stone, son. I've not had any hot cross buns since you gave me them. Not eating any garbage. Time we do one in about, we should do one about April, shouldn't we? Just before the season ends. I'll be full on machine status again. These German games are just kicking off now. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to start to drip down. I'm going to start with the St. Pauli one because it's already 2.52 for over 2.5. So I'm going to start to drip back that over 2.5. Hold on, phone's going. What have I done wrong? Bayern Munich have scored early in the second half. Cambridge Wickham, it's all going off. I'm going to start to drip back St. Pauli versus Augsburg over 2.5 goals. So I'll do that through this first 10 minutes or so of this first half. Cover again on a single goal if there isn't one at 2.0x. The Dortmund game where it's odds on, so it's 1.85, 1.98. I will leave that one till about 55, 60 minutes and have a revisit and have a look at it then. Leeds go 3-0 up. Leeds coming back up to the Premier League. Oh no, that's been chalked off. Leeds don't go 3-0 up. But hopefully those of you certainly who come here regularly, starting to get the idea. And this is exactly the process when I post the games in the room. But obviously to post the games in the room, you'd have to be sat here 24/7. And that's the thing that we're trying to look at now, how we best go about managing that. I've got no problem sharing games, but obviously I can't sit here for you lot 24/7 to post bets in a Telegram room. As regards to development, because I always get asked when's it going to be available, we are getting very close to the stage where we will have a little group of focus group of users who we will let use it, and then they can report back to bugs, anything that we think we should add, and then we'll do a final round of development, and then we'll hopefully be good to go. Certainly hopefully be ready for next season, but maybe a bit before. Who knows? Need to fix little bugs like this, like why that Millwall game didn't disappear. Early second half goal at Stuttgart as well. Oh, little goal at Bournemouth. Little key one at Bournemouth. Cat amongst the pigeons. Right, and you can see that Dortmund game as we've moved into match minutes in the second half, the value has disappeared. So we've still got good value here. Still got 7 minutes at Sheffield Wednesday. VAR will protect them. Oh, look at that little bit of controversy. VAR will protect them. Newcastle take the lead. They're going well again. Anybody's interested? FC Aruka have scored at Nacional. Do with Liverpool being softened up, ready before we paste them midweek. And that will give them a right old bashing. I hope the Aruka goal, FC Aruka, has been called off. Udinese Venezia too. Oh, the Bournemouth goal's been chalked up, and you were right, to be fair, people. The Bournemouth goal's been chalked up. I can't handle another week of Arsenal fans having a meltdown. I can't, please. The Ruka goes back again. Can't make their mind up. Let's get through to this little half time in the this little Sheffield Wednesday equaliser would be nice, wouldn't it? Unbelievable, Jeff choking that goal off. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Kerry will be on you. Anybody who doesn't like and subscribe can't have the in-play tool. Still don't know what it does because the same people come in every week, so it don't make any difference, does it? Northampton scored. Dortmund games flittering around. We've got St Mirren and St Johnston. We'll keep an eye on that going into the second half. Ipswich Southampton we'll keep an eye on going into the second half. Almost certain that there'll be goals there because Southampton can't defend. Portsmouth Burnley, but you can't get involved with Burnley. Somebody posted up their results for their home games. There's about 8-0, isn't there, at home? He posted up going, I'm getting value for my season ticket. There is a team, if they come back up, they will go straight back down again. Funnily enough, Sagsy and Lee's just asked a question. What's my thoughts on Arnie's slot as manager? Knowing you're not a big fan of, I can't bear Liverpool, and I couldn't bear Klopp. I couldn't handle him. But Sagsy, I think it was Sagsy. We were talking about it on Wednesday this week, Thursday. But he makes it hard, doesn't he? Because you do like him. He seems a really decent guy, Arnie Slot, I have to say. Whether becoming Liverpool manager will turn him into an arse over time, I've no idea. But he makes it harder to dislike him because he seems a really, from what I've seen of him, I haven't seen masses of him, but when I have, seems a good guy. Yeah. No, his speakers you find I'm perfectly fair. I could just say he's live blood. I can't, but no, he seems a decent guy. He seems quite likable, which is disappointing, particularly as he was touted at one stage of being Spurs manager and turned us down. But no, he does seem all right. Not many Premier League managers I dislike really now. Well, only one. One that stands out. Made a Lego. Yeah. Oh, yeah, slotted in nicely. Jesus Christ, Damo. I hope you don't pull out punchlines like this when you're DJing. Gee whiz. He's yeah, no, he's done really well. Jealous of his hair. I most certainly am not, my friend. Quite like my little balding scalp with a little bit of salt and pepper to the sides. Or Udinese have taken the lead. Udinese have grabbed a 3-2 lead against Venezia. Vitesse Arnhem have scored. Right. St. Pauli, it's coming up 55 minutes. If you're in that game, getting in your second or third trip, Charleroi have gone 3-0 up against Dender. Dender down to 10 men. Nothing there. Looks like Dortmund's going to be no go. You can see it just keeps flitting around the mark, really, so not much there. Little praying for the Sheffield Wednesday equaliser in injury time. You want a first half goal at Rotherham have taken the lead against Birmingham. On earth has that happened? You could do with a first half goal at Derby. Derby, Sheffield United. Championship, it's a bit of a plague for goals so far this season. There will be a good spell. When you start seeing Millwall go 2-1 up by half time, you know the goals are coming. But Derby. Patience, this game is all about. You just got to sit and wait for your moments. The more patient you are, the better you will be. Birmingham 0, Rotherham 1. I'll be flipping jigged. drifted pre-game. First half goal at Derby. I have to say, running out of minutes, just like we are at Sheffield Wednesday. Hopes of greatness for that. They're the ones I'd love. I do love it when you get it there and then you get the first goal. In the St Pauli game, don't forget to cover the 1.5 at 2.0x. You can put that in now, so it's sat there if you wish to. You can wait. So if you've got things like BetAngel, you have your market loaded up so that you're not faffing around later. I'm not going to do the Portsmouth Burnley game. I am going to do the St Mirren St Johnstone game. Everton have grabbed a late one, late third. Still goals going in. I mean, Everton. Excuse that I don't know the correct. How can I set BetAngel to drip in position? You'd have to ask that in the BetAngel room. It can be done because they put your bets in after kickoff, whatever you would have one going at 20 minutes, one at 25, in relation to kickoff time. But if you go into, if you ask in our BetAngel, we've got a BetAngel Telegram room. So if you go to, I think the help section, there's BetAngel files or resources, and then there's a Telegram link in there, or you can email our wondrous Kerry and she'll send you a link. But it is available on the site somewhere, the Telegram, the BetAngel web, can't remember where. Coventry, I've got another one, Damer. Lay out the Sky Blues. Sheffield Wednesday didn't get the beans for us, unfortunately. He's in Udinese, 0 at half time, 5 goals in the second half. Had over 2.5 bet there. That'll never be coming in. Right, so currently for this session, all I'm in at the moment is a St Pauli game. I am going to do exactly the same at St Mirren. So again, when it gets to kicking off in the second half, I'll drip that in through there. I'm not going to do the Portsmouth game just because Burnley haven't been scoring any goals whatsoever. I mean, they literally have been an absolute. And I mean, they're not. You look at sort of things like this, it's 75%. I mean, games average a second half goal 78%. They're kind of even under that. Whereas if you look at the St Mirren game, it's 82%. Holston Kiel have got one. If anybody back both teams to score at Bayern Munich, you just got one back. And the game I'd keep an eye on then into the second half, 50, 60 minutes. We'll take you through to that one, is the Ipswich game. You can see again there's value there, so that's one I'll just sit on. So in this one, going to keep an eye on Ipswich, Southampton, and I'm going to, and St Mirren, St Johnstone, I'm going to drip in from when it starts in the second half. Those two games, for those of you who were right at the start, when I put 3 games up, Dundee Hearts was one, which there's no value there now. The goals have gone in. Atalanta and Union Berlin were 2 games for later on after we go off air. Who wins tomorrow then? Is it at Arsenal or is it at City? Dortmund have just got a second. So that was just flitting around being value, non-value. People get loose on this tour. It was red, but there was still a goal. It's at Arsenal, is it? So it's because up there you thought you'd won when you were 2-0, weren't you? You started celebrating that you'd won. You're going for City wins. What's the group verdict? I haven't really watched either team much this year, so I don't know. Obviously, we killed City for a bit when we beat them 4-0, and they took about 8 weeks off then. Oh, Wigan have scored. Wigan have scored, Martin. Just before the throes of half time. What's the views for City, Arsenal City tomorrow? Draw. City win for Patrick. You think you'll be lacklustre in classic Arsenal? Well, it depends whether you decide to play to win or not, or go for your little let's celebrate trying to get a draw, like you did up there. You played like the other North London team who go up there and go out and give them an absolute pasting, then you might have something about you. Ken's not interested. Well, you wouldn't be because you're a Scouse, aren't you? And you're worried about it's your team. And then Heidenheim have got one back straight away. Over 2.5 lands at Heidenheim. You might be bothered, Ken, if you don't win today. If you get beat, you'll be Arsenal win. You'll be looking over your shoulder. Long way to go still. Twists and turns on the way. Particularly once we end Liverpool on Thursday. We do what we did to City, and you have a 10-week hiatus because of it. We've got the ability to turn up and destroy teams, you know. This year we might break. Streaking away. Listen to it. We might break Liverpool. You don't win today. Arsenal win tomorrow. You get knocked out the cup. All of a sudden, you're wobbling. And he's not will be rubbing that little bald head, going, "What's going on?" I mean, if it did end up that far, it won't for any minute, but I'm not there. But if it did end up Newcastle Spurs in that cup final, that would be just as torturous. Because if you got beat there, Spurs lost that, Newcastle haven't won a trophy for about 182 years. It will be absolute murderous, wouldn't it? It would be absolutely, because we'd have to, if they beat us in the final, we'd have to listen to that for the rest of our lives. There's no winning for Spurs. Arsenal will win the league though, but it'll be other teams who'll stop Liverpool from winning it. You think Arsenal win the league? What, even when the old wheels start falling off like they do every year? You like the golfer who thinks of his score when he's like 3 under with about 6 to go, and then he thinks he's won it and starts the old wheels start coming off. I can't see Liverpool not winning the league personally. It'd be nice for Arnie Slot, wouldn't it? Be lovely. Bless him. You won't get hammered for being shy. You just get hammered for being bottle jobs, spending 750 million and winning nothing. That's all. And having a manager who gets a little bit emotional. Right, getting back to this. Who was it who asked this? Damo, yes. St. Pauli. So St. Pauli, I'm in. Obviously, we need a goal or 2 goals, but going to cover the single goal. And St. Mirren, and I'm going to keep an eye on Ipswich, Southampton. And this is where we're getting also, as we get near the 80th minute, we'll have a look at, there might be some late goal opportunities. But we didn't spending 700 million on players isn't the same as building a stadium, is it? Not even you're that daft, flipping dearie me. I wonder what you drink. Guinness, good drink, Damo. Good drink. It's the king of all drinks. Not had a drink for ages. I've had one alcoholic drink since Christmas, and that was a Guinness, funnily enough. I had one Guinness at Spurs, and that's the only drink I've had since, well, before Christmas, because I didn't drink at Christmas, so probably about 35, 40 days now. Not even Spurs have driven me to drink yet. Got in at 3 a.m. was a steak. Good boy. Like it, nothing wrong with it. Did you have your stool with you? Take your stool with you and you could just sit yourself down in a corner. Villarreal have taken the lead. I'm liking the look of this Dortmund game, I have to say, as well, maybe for a little late goal. Have a look at that. 5-10 minutes. There's still value for the goal at Paulie, which is always nice to see. Could have done with wheels. Ruka 2-0 up. Well, I'm just going to see Villarreal. What did that do? What's move wise? It was short 1.45. That's righty. So if that Dortmund game gets, it's going to have to get a bit of a wriggle on, but if it gets to 80 minutes at 2.0, there will be a little bit of hurrying up of the price soon. Oh, Sam, there's loads of, yeah. I mean, the early podcasts, I told loads of stories. That's the thing, I've used them all up. I could revisit them. There's some cracking, if you go back to the very first podcast going, the story of my mate on the train, the story of John Lewis. Yeah, he's still active, good. Yeah, still fucking being that case. But no, there's some. The story of my mate on the train from Margate is my favourite story of all time. That's on one of the pods. That's the best. It's the best story I think I've ever heard. But yeah, that's the same guy strapping the boot on the guy's head. Brilliant. The same guy. I'm actually seeing him tomorrow. Sugsy's met him. My horse racing mate Brett. He's unbelievable. John Lewis was a cracker. John Lewis was a crack do-gooders. Brilliant fucking do-gooders. John Lewis was a beauty. The one I've done today is a beauty. You will be pissing yourselves next Friday. I've had an absolute belter this morning. It is an absolute. I'm going to hold it for the podcast for Friday, but I wanted to do a podcast this morning straight after it. It's an absolute. It's a gem. You will absolutely be pissing yourself. But yeah, John Lewis, brilliant. Absolute. That was an absolute classic. How I didn't get whacked that day, I do not know. You see how quickly that price is going up at Dortmund. See, again, watching markets, knowing it, that's accelerating quite quickly. You sort of looked at it 1.6 and you thought, well, that ain't going to get to 2. But all of a sudden, the market starts to change its view. I think maybe there won't be another goal. Jethro, yeah, Jethro. My mate keeps reminding me of that. What a wanker he is. Yeah, and the roof, yeah, there's loads. There's absolutely tons out there, but I probably should have spaced them out. When I started the pod, it was just material. Just rest in peace. Fuck that. That was a weekend. That was. Right, and St. Paulie's coming up 1.992 now, so you'd be able to get 2.0x. Yeah, I am gonna. I am. It is one of my sort of bucket list things to write a book, Lee. There's a few. I was going to do a football trading book, and then I thought, no, that's all a bit boring. And then I thought I'll do like a biography, because even going back to my youth, when the old man went inside, and that whilst it was tragic, there's some funny old times to talk about. So, kind of when I start to wind down, I do think that will be something I do. Yeah, I mean, they're all good. My favourite is the bloke on the train. That's Brett on the train. Is just, I just would love to have been there. I'd love to have seen his face. Who would be your ghostwriter? What are you winking at me for? Is that your field? Is it? Greg Allen in the old Uber was good with Suggsy in the old Uber to Birmingham. That was a cracker. Suggsy the cab driver. I'm never getting an Uber. Never getting an Uber. Ends up in an Uber headed for Birmingham. Lovely, beautiful. 99186. How on earth did Leicester turn up at Spurs and win, honestly? 7 straight defeats. They're 3-0 down at half time at Everton. They were hardly flipping Brazil. And we turn up at Spurs and win. How shit are we? We are absolutely fucking useless. People who think we get a couple of players back and it's all going to change. I genuinely think we're going to be in the bottom 3 or 4. You won't ever live it down, Saxy. Never. I'm never letting you forget it, son. Ever. But there you go, Sam. You got that. Yeah. You go back through some of the podcasts. I'll tell you who's good at finding them is Chris Wilkinson. He's the boy to dig them out. I never did a proper filing system. The roof. What was I doing? Where did I think that was a good idea? Getting out in the roof in my boxer shorts. Yeah, you'll enjoy this morning. Saxy will be chuckling away. It's one where you can all take the piss out of me. I had an absolute nightmare this morning. Yeah, it was COVID. It was COVID when I was doing every day. But no, I might do a recap of some of those stories. It's been a few years. Had them on the end of the Friday once. Right, so Heidenheim Dortmund, you can see we're getting to 79, 80 minutes. I said you it might get to 2. I wasn't convinced, but that is a game for a little late goal there. I'm not saying there's not goals in these games. I'm just saying if you keep betting with value, irrespective of whether you have 2 or 3 losers or 2 or 3 winners, keep doing it, you will come out in front. So Heidenheim Dortmund, I am backing a late goal. I'm going to wait till 80 minutes. It's 78. I'm going to wait till 80 minutes. Back a late goal. Portsmouth, as I'm leaving alone. St Mirren, I'm doing the same as I've done at St Pauli. And St Pauli, obviously, we're now in the stage where we could do with them just getting one. They got one in 81 minutes. Give us a little 10 minutes for the full beans would be nice. As long as they get the one and sort themselves out, firing blanks. And we'll keep an eye on Ipswich Southampton as that moves towards 60 minutes. You got your goal. Let's see. I hate that Derby and Sheffield United just scored. You want the first half goal, and then they don't get it, and then just after half time, one of them goes and scores. At least when you want a second half goal and it doesn't come, you don't have that torment, you see. But first half, they go and do that. Why didn't you score 5 minutes earlier? You fuckers, all Hibs are there. I don't think Darren's on. Aberdeen, incredible. Absolutely rubbish. They had that's been chalked off anyway. They had a Spurs, didn't have a Spurs defender go up there, Aberdeen on loan. That'll help them. I drip in the late goal. Lee, you can put it in full state, but I drip it in sort of between 80 and 85 minutes. It's just coming up 80 now. Same thing with Udinese. Yeah, Udinese 0-0, 5 goals in the second half. Wankers. Thank you for those of you who come on these. I don't know how many we've got today. Like and subscribe. I will be doing them pretty much every week now. And obviously the international break through to the end of the season. I certainly won't be going up to White Hart Lane much more for this season. Leeds, I've just got one. Can't be putting myself through the torment at 200 quid a game for that old nonsense. Kane's got a couple. Shaw 3-0 to Gladbach, just take the lead. Always like this part of the season, personally. I like February, March. Get the January blues out of the way, all the Christmas breaks and things. You know, good run of games. Goals will come back. Beautiful. Hibs now have scored again. Keep scoring, keep getting it chalked off. We're still losing. Wrexham winning. Birmingham losing. What's Wickham doing? One Wickham winning. Dinner down to 9 men. Well, 53 minutes at Ipswich Southampton, still showing good value, so give that another 5-6 minutes. Hi, Pui, hope you're well, son. And Charlton just take the lead. These two German games settled. St. Pauli, there is a goal. Beautiful. Well, we never know because you might get it chalked off in a minute. You have to wait 5 minutes before it's confirmed. But that gives us a little 5-6 minutes of excitement for another one. There you see, the value numbers, they don't lie. You just be disciplined. That's what you just got to, you could sit there and have a bad afternoon and 3-4 games not go your way. And you're not doing that anymore. Just got to chug away. And exactly, you get nice still. I like it when it goes 1-1 because I always think, then one will go and nick a winner. Those 2-0, Augsburg kind of give up. Pauli think they're done, but now one of them will go and nick a winner. Goal at Hearts, see 3-0 that game. Remember what I said to you at the start? And Hearts are shit, by the way. 3-0 Hearts. But Dortmund is like a bit like the English Spurs. They can cock up. Yeah, a little Heidenheim equaliser. St. Pauli winner. It'll be beautiful. Then we'll turn our attention to St. Mirren and Ipswich. They're broken into 0.25, so 1.51 to 1.75, 1.76 to 2, 201 to 2.25, 2.51 to 2.75, up to 3, and then it goes 3 to 3.5. So from 1 to 3, it goes up in 0.25 brackets for both of them. So, and that's for the league, not for the team, for that league. So, how many games in the Premier League where home teams 1.51, 1.75, 1-0, that XG. The Birmingham have got an equaliser. That was a Spurs bloke managing him, innit? I didn't think they'd. No, they spent the money, but I thought, we're getting him in. He hasn't managed. I thought, certainly didn't want to back him at a short price. I know Mark put them up, but they are doing the business. Southampton 3, Huddersfield 0. Go. Do. About 2 games running 3 up at home at half time. Unheard of. Maybe Moisey. West Ham shouldn't have got rid of him. It's got a feeling, nothing other than a feeling that there might be a winner at St. Pauli Augsburg. Just a little feeling in the gut that that's going to knock one in. Not betting the bets, not financial advice, just got a feeling. Sheffield Wednesday equalised. Could have done that 20 minutes ago, you figures. Luton fans in meltdown. Brentford 2.1 tomorrow, guys. They should be odds on. Spurs are shit. Spurs are shot. See now, Aroca 2.5 times. All these, they're like the Portuguese version of Millwall. Where some of these teams finding goals. See, it's going to be a good couple of months. It's sort of lowish goals, particularly first half. I think you're going to see a little flurry in over the next couple of months. We all head towards the mean averages. A few less draws in the Championship. Juventus might stop drawing games. Right, so St Mirren, make sure if you're in that you've got your drips in and that you cover the single goal as we have done at St Pauli. And Ipswich Southampton is now 60 minutes, 61 minutes. I'm going to drip in that game exactly the same. So I'm going to drip in the two ahead here, 3.3 upwards, and then I will cover a single goal in Ipswich Southampton. If you get a goal before you get the cover, you can remove your liability or you can green it up. I'll let these two German games finish. Not quite cast them as dead yet. Wholly no damage. Obviously the loser if you don't get the late goal at Dortmund. Got Bayern 4, Holston Kiel 3. They've scored 2 in injury time. Amazing if they made that 4-4. Flip it neck. Vincent Company be smashing the dressing room up. So be a few nervy backers of Bayern Munich at silly money as well. Sporting Gijon, Istanbul scored. Oh, there you go, Heidenheim. Oh, no, was it? Juventus made the draw. Juventus, yeah, incredible. What is it, 14 draws, something like that they've had? And it can't continue. It's nonsense. But it's, yeah, been an incredible run of results. Any team to have 14 draws in a season is absolutely mental. Leeds are giving the old Cardiff a little bit of an absolute pasting. Well, Dortmund, unfortunately, high nine might have scored, but it got chalked off. Didn't get the late goal there. I will post late goals over the weekend when I'm about. If there's any, they will go in the in-play room and focus on those for the minute. Cambridge equalised against Wickham. You'll see this St Pauli game to the end, which is coming up any time now. Just a single goal, and I will leave you guys to it. The feeling in my water doesn't look like it's coming. I just had a feeling. It was no more than that. I'm not some sort of medium or a whisperer. I just had a feeling that there might be another one there. So I'm leaving you with St Mirren, St Johnston. So make sure you get your cover bet in on that game, and Ipswich Southampton. Exactly the same. And then there's two games on that system at the start on the sheet, at Atlanta and Union Berlin. So for those, as I say, they're 0-0, 20-ish minutes, then you can either drip back 1.5, remove your liability on a goal, or play the first half 1.5, cover 0.5, and then if it's 0-0 half time, play 1.5 in the second half. Five-nil Leeds keeping it. Cardiff are folding. Leeds are definitely coming up. Leeds come up, Spurs go down. What a disaster that would be. getting on minutes worth, said Paulie. 6 minutes of extra time. But the useless feckers can't find another goal. Right, that is that. I will leave you with it, guys. And hold out on Tuesday as normal, mindset, and then listen on Friday, and you can hear all about my disaster. I will speak to you all soon. Cheers, guys. Thank you ever so much.